Okay, dilemma time. Am I the asshole for advising?
Am I the asshole?
When they say that, you sound like you're from Brum.
First time on.
No, that's true. She said the way bitch was screaming. She sounds like she's from Birmingham.
I'm crying. Am I the asshole for advising my friend to break up with her boyfriend because she can do way better?
Hi.
She even said way better.
Hi,
A good friend, 19 female of mine, 19 female, is dating her childhood close friend, 19 male, and they've been dating for years. She had
years, care. At 19. Hey, these children.
These children.
Shut up.
It's even true.
Shut up, my friend.
I'm crying.
What's love?
What's love?
Wait.
Got to do. Anyway, she had a crush on him, and our camp counselor spoke to him, and I don't know, did something.
wait.
There's so
Your camp rock or something.
She denies that she told him anything, but she was always our counselor's favorite, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled some strings. Anyway, she was very much in love with him and still is, and honestly, I just don't get it. She is way better than him in every conceivable way. She was always smarter and more skilled and talented than he was. I mean, she helped him with his studies. Looks-wise, they're both average.
Wait.
Average. You know what I rate it? It's honesty. Keep on going. Keep on going. It's honesty.
Nah, this is wild.
Wait, she thinks her friend is average.
Yeah, honesty. Keep on going.
They're both average, apparently. Looks-wise,
damn.
they're both average. Money-wise, her family are... Hey!
It's not easy, is it?
It's not easy.
Wow, Tammy.
Money-wise...
Tammy. Woo!
Money-wise, her family was wealthier and she will likely earn more, much more. She's at a top university seeking entrance to med school. Sorry, I've read this before, which is why I'm laughing. He, I don't know, may become a teacher or something, is in a run-of-the-mill state school. Okay, God, that school sounds like it's struggling. He, honestly, I just don't know what she sees in him and what is so special about him. I suggested that my friend break up with him. College is the time to date other people, sleep around with those that you want to, and then land a man who earns more than you so that you don't need to work as much. If you don't want that, then at least...
I send this in?
You're crazy. Oh, if you don't want that, then at the very least, please date someone on your level.
God.
Like, you deserve so much better. My friend got really mad and said that she loves him and that he is her true love. So I pointed out how she brings so much more than he does and can do way better. That's sure a childhood friend is a good kid relationship, but it's time to move on beyond that. She got angry and started ranting about how equality means women earning more or something. I just suggested once again that she considered that she can be dating what she can be dating versus what she has. And she yelled at me for insulting her true love. But I just want to help her to see the light and not be trapped with a loser. How can you call your friends
Average?
A loser?
No, but first of all, you say that looks why both of them are average.
You didn't even need that fact. If it's qualifying each other, then just don't mention it. Cancels it out. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's just like net zero.
I feel like her friend is jealous of the relationship.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I can't lie to you. It sounds
like a hater.
Weird. Like, at least let the things that you're talking about. I know that obviously, like, having money and job and all that stuff is like important-ish, but let the things be like he's doing you wrong, like he's doing you dirty.
Say,
like
all
these things you're talking about are things that can change very young, like
all
very
the examples
soon.
that she's given seem like she's the one with the problem. Like she's the one that has the problem with those things, not the friend.
It's not like the friend has said that I want this and then I'm not going for that.
He's not emotionally available.
Yeah.
He's not pulling his weight like in his job.
I'm having to help him with his
he wants to be a teacher. But the thing is, being a teacher is actually like a passion. Like some people actually have like a flair to be like with kids and things like that. So obviously in this country, being a teacher doesn't really pay that much. But I don't really think they're doing it because of the pay. I think they're doing it because of the genuine love and the passion that they have for teaching.
Yeah.
So there's no problem with being a teacher.
Nothing
It's not
wrong.
like they're living together and they're having to pay rent and he's not bringing the like
Fam,
none of the
they're
things, none of the
19,
points,
man.
none of the points that she made stand in any water.
Yeah.
It does not hold any
I'm
water. It
telling
doesn't
you.
stand anywhere.
I'm telling you.
Because she's saying that, oh, they're both average. Oh, he might become a teacher. She's in medical school.
Nothing is guaranteed.
Nothing is guaranteed.
Fam, do you know the amount of people
Do you
that
even know
have
she's trying to
been
finish
for-
the medical
That's what I'm
school?
trying to say. The amount of people that we know that wanted to start medicine. And no, they want to start going to like become like do medicine and doing all that. But then they decide, oh, it's not for me. It's
not
too
for me.
much.
It's too much.
So
And
who
they-
knows where she's
it's
gonna
even
end
true.
up? Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
She hasn't actually even
Fam,
started yet.
yeah, it's
No.
too much. It's too early on to be making the points.
Maybe
that
she
she's
likes the
making.
boy.
No, I think that
How about
she's.
it?
I just think that she is one very materialistic herself in terms of her own
Yeah.
core values, and she thinks that is what. Because like we just said, and funny enough, the episode that we would have dropped just before was about like how people view like materialistic things and everything like that. And it's clear that for her, she sees a relationship like as a place where materialistic things should thrive. And like as a woman, your place is at this level and your man should always be above that because he can then do certain things for you that, you know, you would want, etc. So like, I just think, yeah, like she's just pushing her own agenda on her friend. And the points, at least let it be things as like, oh, my friend has said that she wants this type of guy and she's now settling for her own expectations. But for you to be putting your own expectations on her, like, I'm sorry, but you are the asshole in this
Sound like
situation.
Mama Joyce, honestly.
No, literally, like you actually are sounding like really, really
like a hater.
fam.
Like
it's crazy.
you're jealous of the fact that she has somebody. And the thing is, yeah, she's actually 19. Like, I'm always on the thing, like, when you go to uni, yeah, it's all about finding yourself. I feel like maybe uni experience is better when you're single. I don't know. I've had two sides of the stick. So I kind of like feel like you should go there, like find your. But if you're in a relationship, like you said, I think one of the episodes, like there are people that have gone to uni, found their person, and they're still with them today. The people that have been with their person before uni, gone through uni, and it's fine, and they're getting married and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So people are different. So yeah, you want to go to you. It seems like she just wants her friend to do whatever they want to be doing together in uni and all that stuff. But I don't know, a real friend, unless like he's physically done something wrong or he's doing something to you, your friend shouldn't be complaining about your partner unless like. But at the same time, sometimes your friend could see things that maybe you couldn't. Yeah. And it's good that maybe you had advice and stuff, but the examples that she said is not holding any.
Like I said, it's not core values of the guy.
If she said that, oh, like there's been times where we've gone out and it seems like she's always paying for the meal and things like that. Like those are some kind of things that you look and be like, hey, like you put everything like, hey, like. Seeing that every single time that we go, like you're the one paying for him and things like that. What's going on? Like we went bowling. Why are you paying for the lanes? But that clearly hasn't been happening. And
she's just
I think they're 19.
Yeah, literally. Like who even has money at that age?
Unless it's your family's
that's
money.
What I'm trying to say.
And even if it is your family's money,
and that's what she was mentioning. She mentioned about the fact that it's your family's money.
That she wants
on. That she just wants her family money. Like that's really what it be sounding like. Yeah, like. Yeah, I don't know. It's run off the wrong way. I can't even lie to you. Like,
it's giving fake friends.
Nah, fam, it's giving fake friends 1000%. Like, when people are just commenting about, like, oh, your man did, your man is that, like, at least let it be something substantial. Do you know what I mean? Like, and again, like I just said, all these things that she's been pointing out, they're things that will, in fact, change. Like, it's not like their core values and stuff where it's like, oh, like, this is a personality thing and, like, it just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, a job.
The fact that she's even mentioning those things is sounding like to me like the guy is a very stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Because if that's all you've got to say, then it's just like she didn't say anything about his personality.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very nice guy to me.
He's really decided he wants to be a teacher. He's working on that.
Good
on you, mate.
At 19. Who knows what they were?
Who the heck?
I don't know what I was doing at 19.
Who the heck knew? Literally.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, man. But damn.
Boy.
It is well, Sha. Yeah. Anywho, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh.
Should we quickly do Song of the Week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a song.
I'll put a song.
Actually, I do have a song, but I'll let you go.
Do you want me to go first? I'm going to put another French song. How do you pronounce that guy? Frangles?
What?
I thought it was Franglish.
Is it Frank? You actually say Franglish.
That's what I say. French
Okay,
and
Frank.
English.
Let's say Franglish.
Franglish?
I wasn't sure if
I
it
don't
was
know.
meant to, have
I
a
don't
different
know.
kind of slang. But anyway, yeah, Franglish, and the song is called.
She still said it weird. Anyway, carry on.
And the song is called Toxic. I'm trying to think of.
Damn.
Yeah, I really like the song. Like I said, I've just been loving French music. And it's off of his album called Glish that came out last year, October. And yeah, I just really like that song. Sharon reminded me of him because we liked one of his songs, Pop It. And yeah, it's just it's a nice holiday tune, kind of summer vibe song. So
Playing it more.
yeah, exactly. So looking forward to playing that Malta, turning up and all that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a song that I'm gonna add to the playlist this week.
Nice.
Don't know why I put my phone there, but the song I wanted to add, I think it's called Besse.
I was gonna pick that.
Twins.
I'm so done.
With is it Majid and Tiwa Savage?
yeah,
I was listening on the way here. I was like, oh god, this song is
For weeks, I've been thinking
Yeah.
I need to add it to the playlist.
Yeah,
So
really,
I was
really
gonna add
good
it to
song.
That is actually a good song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Do you have one to add?
Yes, I'll add another one. It's one that my uncle actually put me on. And it's Peace Mo Bad. And Mo Bad.
Oh, give me the permission too.
Slight
so
error
good.
there. Sorry.
Oh, Peace Mo, I love that song.
Yes, it's
Oh,
really,
so
really good.
good.
It's a really
So
good song.
good.
Mobad just reminds me of Nigeria because that's when was it Backside? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing it in his car and
Yeah.
I was obsessed. It became my most listened to song in 2022, I think, potentially. When did we go to Nigeria? Us?
2021.
Yeah, so in 2022, it was one of my most listened to songs. But yeah,
Peace is good.
Peace is a good song, so I did that to the playlist. Anyway,
Cool.
as usual, that will be in our Apple Music and Spotify playlists. You can find them if you just search BTS Song of the Week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Apple Music.
Apple Music.
The link is also in all of our bios.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I don't know if you guys have been scrolling these days on social media,
I know
but
you have.
but something that has been happening over the last couple of years is definitely this whole cancel culture. And I feel like we've spoken about it before on the pod, but it seems like nowadays a lot of dogpiling goes on when someone is being cancelled or being dragged for something that they've done, and there's just so many people
Everyone
from
jumps on.
different parts of the world just jumping in. I'll give 2 examples of things that happened this week. So obviously, the whole Fred thing from 90s Babies.
Sorry, have you guys seen it? It has just gone from one
someone
level
on
to
TikTok
another.
Yeah.
talking about it.
Really? It's gone to TikTok?
Yeah,
yeah,
some-
that was it. That girl that was speaking about it.
Yeah, she's black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
Oh.
Jackie,
She's like, I don't know.
even Jackie
Aina.
commented in the comments.
You're joking.
Yeah, it's traveled, boy.
Yeah,
It has.
So,
It
I
has.
just-
Good publicity for the pod, Sha.
Yeah, no, honestly, I hope that they get it, man.
So for anyone that doesn't know, basically, Fred from 90s Babies, he has a podcast as well with 2 of his friends. Basically, he's getting married soon, and
This weekend, in fact.
this weekend actually, and
my shield.
Oh my shield.
he had a stag do. It wasn't a
he?
stag do. He had a stag.
Did
do.
he? Did he?
Well, he had
He had something.
he had something in Bournemouth. I don't know what to say, but
He
he's not.
marked the event.
The thing is, the thing is, we're not. Let's not even focus on that. Yeah.
How can you not focus on
How
that?
can you not focus on it?
No, but
They
I'm saying
spoke
is-
about it for us to focus.
I know, but what I'm saying is that
Actually,
I'm
maybe
just.
you should focus on it. To be fair.
So he wanted to go to Paris. They ended up in Bournemouth, and he came on the pod to talk about it, and
He
a lot
was
of
so
people were
disappointed.
he looked really upset, he was mad about it. And then
Mm.
there was this whole debate about friendships and men and things like that. And then I think today I then saw that some of his old tweets have now been
You know how people
resurfacing again.
yes.
Whose
yeah.
old tweets?
Fred's old
Oh,
tweets.
dear.
yeah,
What are they?
yeah.
And I'm of this thing where it's
Cancel culture's gone to a whole different
it's
level
gone to a whole
now.
different level where it's okay, first of all, we're on one side. Now we're on the other side because of the tweets.
We actually end up losing. Do you know what it is with cancel culture? It's like you actually end up losing the core issue.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You would just literally jump on from one thing to another.
It just
to
escalates to like a whole new level.
Yeah.
And my thing is that, like, okay, if as a collective everybody has agreed that this is not good, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, old tweets have resurfaced which are bad. Let's just put it out there.
They are bad.
No one's saying that like some of them were like colorist and all that stuff. Which is fine. That seems to be the theme with old tweets, colorist.
We've been give us some new news, man. We've been knowing all that.
Like we know that old tweets are like a lot of them are like to do with like colorism, all that stuff. And it's fine. Like to me, when people have those old tweets, this is just my opinion. I just feel like, they were young and things like that, but sometimes, like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I was younger, I definitely felt like, how do I explain this? Like, not that I was a colorist, but sometimes you would, in your head, you'd be like, like, sometimes I'd look in the mirror and be like, like, I wish I was a little bit lighter and things like that. Like, just to say that sometimes you do have those kind of views, like, I wish I was this way, I wish I was that way. But not that you come on the internet and then now be writing it. But some people genuinely had those thoughts. And I think that is because of kind of maybe the environment that they've been around. And I definitely think that you can outgrow some of those thoughts and things like that. So not that I don't feel like people should go at them, but I just feel like some maybe extend some grace to some people. Like some people have those views because of the environment that they've been around.
Yeah,
and
you
things
can't
like
even
that.
blame them.
So you can't even blame them. Like sometimes people...
And also, like, I know this might be far stretched, but I'm just trying to think about how things were back in the day.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Back in the day, I'm not even talking about like how people view like colorism and all that. I'm just talking about the things that sometimes people are just wanting to be popular and wanting to like say things to like start
to
something.
fit in or something.
And I feel like people would just say stuff that they don't even really
believe.
But because it's like something funny that will then get a reaction and then it'll be a topic in school and then people are talking, like, not trying to say that those particular ones are definite examples of that. But I just think back in the day, like when people were making tweets about certain things, I do feel like an element of trying to either prove a point
or be
accepted in certain environments, because maybe like all the guys were saying stuff like, like, I don't know, you're dark and I don't know what other things people might have gone through. Again, I think that you should always, because for me, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I never tweeted those things because do you know what I mean? Like, it's just something that you just don't, I just don't think you should do. Like, I don't feel like there's actually like a proper just reason to do it. Like, why are you tweeting it? There's nothing you can come and tell me that's going to be like, okay, this is definitely it.
My thing is that a lot of people back then were actually kids. Like, I don't know about you, but some of them were like 14, 15 writing this stuff. And not to say that, I'm not saying that what they're saying is right or we should just like push it under the rug or sweep it under the rug. But my thing is that there has to be a little bit of grace with some of these things, because not saying that, like, a lot of people thought those things, and just because they didn't document it doesn't mean that people had those thoughts and things like that. Like, like I said, for me, it's not like I'm a colorist or anything, but like, because of the environment that you've been in, sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, as a child, by the way, look in the mirror and be like,
when your aunties and uncles will be like, you're getting dackle.
Yeah, like, even not bathing. Have you ever done that? You're not scrubbing your skin and you're like, wait, but I shower every day. What do you mean? Like,
no, honestly,
your
their
bob is
words
black.
are very, I can't actually, your environment, the words that some of the aunties and uncles were saying were very damaging. They didn't even
And then you look at
realise
yourself, like, damn, like, should I be like, should I be a bit lighter or like things like that? And it's like, I think back then, like as you said, like a lot of people wanted to be accepted and things like that. And it was back when a lot of tweets like that was happening. It was cool to be mean.
Yeah.
Like, it was
That's
cool
what I was gonna say.
dogpile and get on people. Like, that was the cool thing.
Yeah.
But now obviously everyone's a little bit older and like, wait a minute, like some of that stuff was actually very damaging.
Yeah. But the things though as well, I think what is also important to remember, like you just said, is that I think when you said the grace thing, I get it. Because like you said, just because someone didn't tweet it doesn't mean that they didn't have those things. Doesn't mean because they didn't say it out loud to people in their school or were racist or whatever it was, right? But like and I think this is the unfortunate thing, is that when you do get to certain places, unfortunately, there's a natural pedestal that you're put on where people are just going to judge you a little bit more. And you just have to deal with that. Like, I just think that the answer to those things is for the person to come out and own that they've said it. Don't come and start giving me dog story all about this, oh, sorry, I don't give a damn. Like, you damn well tweeted those things. Own up to it, apologize about it. And also, like, especially if the life that you're living now clearly showcases that is not your viewpoint. Okay, like, cool.
Some people don't even apologize. They just go on with their day.
Yeah, I mean,
and people
it is what it is.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So when it comes to colorism, it's like an open wound, not an open wound. How do they say that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
triggering.
a soft. It's triggering. It's
triggering.
So I don't know. I just feel like whenever I see things like that, and obviously I do think everyone should get grace, and they were children when they wrote those things, but then it kind of just reminds me of like my childhood and the things that people said to me. Like, yes, they were children when they said those things, but they also said it to other children. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, like
and those children have
then
grown up with those things like ingrained in their minds about themselves, that they're not beautiful because they're dark, or that you're so blick, or like can't see you in the photo. Like all of that stuff, like, I don't know, it reminds me of like the things that I dealt with like as a child. They were bullies. And so it's always tough for me to be like objective, because I can't be objective because I am dark skinned. So like it's hard for me to be like, oh, like, well, everyone said those things and everyone tweeted those, and that's just how it was back then. Like, I just don't necessarily really have that view. And obviously this is not even about Fred anymore. I'm sure everyone knows we're not talking about him, but because this happens like every other year, to be honest, or every year, to be honest,
3 months, to be honest.
Every quarter, once a quarter, like somebody's tweets come out or whatever. But what was I going to say? I feel like sometimes as well, then you also see, kind of to your point about, especially if your life is not reflective of the way that you were tweeting, then people can, they find it easy to like move on and stuff. But where people may have still felt like, where you may still be living, or what people would consider to be living a life that reflects those tweets. Maybe you don't say it anymore, but like you look at like, I don't know, you assess somebody's like life anyway, Sha, and you feel like they still, then obviously that kind of stuff is still,
of course.
I don't know. Yeah. But I definitely do, like, cancel culture is so weird for me, because I'm just like, on the one hand, I feel like, because we were even speaking about this relatively recently about what's the right balance, because you can't have everyone cancelling one person, because then they're completely ostracized, isolated, no friends. They have no opportunity to learn from their mistakes and grow and like live a new life, knowing now that what they did was wrong. But at the same time, it's like if nobody cancels them, or if nobody checks them, then it's like they just continue to perpetuate those kind of that kind of thinking, that way of speaking. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like there's a fine balance. But bro, if everyone cancelled Hitler, then maybe there wouldn't have been the Holocaust. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if everyone checked Hitler and was just like, you're absolutely wrong, there's no way that you can, maybe. So sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want to say cancel culture is good, because I don't think it is, but like, some people need to be cancelled.
Yeah, but then like we just said now, the issue about it is that the point at hand always gets lost. As in the reason why you're cancelling someone always gets lost, because you know how it is, especially with Twitter. Twitter's a place where like you can crack jokes, you can just quote tweet something that's completely different to what the tweet that you're tweeting about. And then that would be the thing that people are then quote tweeting, and then it starts a whole different chain. Yeah. So that's why like it's a bit tricky in terms of when you're cancelling someone, unfortunately, it's never going to be linear. Like, it's never going to be, oh, like this is the point and it's this and it's done. No, because everybody, obviously a person, like there's so many different aspects to a human being. So when you're cancelling someone, it's like, for example, if this person, like just a random person, by the way, was someone that like, I don't know, had like donated like millions upon millions and like taken so many people off of like the streets and like had done so much, but then maybe they might have done I don't know what example I was going to give, but let's say they've just done something that actually deserves for them to be cancelled. But then you have people that are like, yeah, cancel them completely, get rid of them. But then you have other people who'd be like, but then actually look at the way they've turned their life around and they've given this to this, you know, and they've helped these thousands of people. So it's very tricky when you are just focusing on just one aspect of someone's life where there's so many different things that like we do every single day. And it's like, if you're just taking that one thing, sometimes it's easy for other people to then voice, oh, but then think about this, but then think about that, but then think about this. But obviously the extent of that depends on what the thing you're cancelling on. Obviously, if something that's completely like, then it's a lot easier to do that.
Yeah, I think what kind of got me thinking about this is because like of the Fred thing. Like I saw people saying that, oh, now that the tweets have come out, that I'm now taking back my sympathy. And it's just like, so was the sympathy genuine or is it based on the fact that
sympathy about Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Bye.
like they were feeling for him like, oh, you know, oh.
But now
Now
they
they
say
deserves
Then
it.
I say that, oh, you got the
Everyone's
stack
saying,
that you
you know,
discern.
what?
I'm like,
people saying you got the stack.
you deserve the stack that you got. And I'm just like,
The stab.
the
the stag.
Oh, sorry. I was like, when did they stab him?
No, the stack. And I'm just like, oh, so
dear.
like, I don't know. Like,
Everything's just fake, man.
yeah.
It's
And
fake
then,
work.
and then another thing that happened this week.
Oh,
My country, my country.
Nigeria.
My country. Basically,
Hmm.
one YouTuber, basically, obviously, we're in a time where a lot of people from Nigeria are coming into the UK or going into other places around the world, especially like Canada, UK, America, to try and seek a better life. So a lot of them are going via like the student visa route. And it's very known that a lot of people come in through the student visa, but to be honest, they really want to come and like have a better life and then find like after they've studied, find a job and do like, there's people that are doing masters, PhD just so that they can be here and literally try and find a better life and also contribute to this country's economy.
Of course.
Exactly. Very GDP.
Honestly. So there was this YouTuber and basically his whole content of his YouTube channel is helping people to come in and like student visas and give them advice on like how to do their application, just application and things like that. So he's
Where does he live?
here. He came into the country. He came here September 2022 or something like that.
Oh, he's already giving.
So it hasn't
advice.
even been a year. Yeah. So
Hasn't even been a year.
It hasn't even been a year.
That
So
is
his
so funny.
that's basically the essence of his content, his channel and things like that. So yesterday, I saw that there was one, because I was seeing all this commotion. Like there was one Twitter Spaces, one room. It was just him talking. I'm like, what's going on? So I had to go and find, you know when you have to go and find the root of the of the thing, of the dragon.
Yeah.
So I've gone to find someone tweeted like a video, like it was like an interview with like the BBC. And basically in the BBC. So he was asked by the BBC. You know when sometimes I don't know if you guys have ever got a DM from like these news people like, oh, can we use this for you? Yeah. So obviously BBC have been in contact, and obviously now there's like a massive thing of
yes,
not with this.
Yeah, they're trying to cancel.
they're trying to count, like they've already said from January 2024, like no,
your partner can't come.
Your
in.
dependents can't come with you when you're on a student visa from January 2024.
Yeah.
So it's not like your husband is studying the thing and your wife and the kids they can't come anymore.
Yeah.
And because apparently the UK is getting too full, blah, blah, blah. Fair enough. So he's now gone on the BBC News interview and basically said that, oh, a lot of Nigerians are coming into this country studying for masters or studying all these degrees. Not that they actually need them, but they're just studying it just to come here and for a better life. They actually don't need the degree. They're basically coming here studying. Oh my God. If you see
He went on to BBC to say that.
BBC News and said that.
Not everybody needs a mic.
No, honestly, not everyone needs a mic.
Off your mic. Off it. Why?
Jesus.
And the thing is, like, and there was a comparison because I think someone else went on like Nigel Farage's, I think he has like a show as well. There's one doctor, he's from Nigerian descent.
Okay.
And they were basically asking him like the same kind of questions, but the way that he answered was different. He was basically saying that, no, there's a lot of skilled people in places like Nigeria that have come in here. Like, they're not here just to, gave answers that, are, cohesive with things. Not just coming onto the mic and saying that, oh yeah, Nigerians are coming here and they're not like
they don't even need a degree.
They don't really need a degree. They're just coming here just to come, and someone that hasn't even been in the country for a year. And if you see the way people were dragged,
nah, he deserved it.
That's one that people. That's the one that people. The dragging is deserved because it's kind of like, here you are. You haven't been here for that long. Your whole content of your YouTube channel is
to help
people. Like people are not even just YouTube. Like people are paying him to help with with the application, visa application, stuff like that. Like it's just great. And then he now went onto a Twitter space. It was just him. He didn't invite anybody else to talk. It was just him saying, laughing. Blah, blah, blah. Then he now went on Instagram live with one person called Daddy Freeze. Don't even ask.
Why is it always Daddy?
Daddy Freeze. And basically people were coming onto the live and basically telling voicing their thoughts. Like there was one lady that was just going in. Like basically saying here you are as a Nigerian. You've come here
through that route.
By the way, your content on your channel is all this stuff, and then here you are saying that people have come to the UK on the thing, but they don't really need the thing. They're just coming in just to find a better life. And so, even if they want to come in on that basis, who are you now to tell? And you're now putting the information there, you've now been used to come and give information, and what are you now left with?
Nothing.
Literally.
What did you gain?
No, nothing. There was nothing.
What did you benefit?
There was
from
nothing.
that?
It was just because he wanted to be on the show.
And that's when I'm just like, okay. So,
I'm on TV.
I'm on to BBC.
I don't know whether he thought that, and then he was trying to defend himself oh no, it was a big thing. They only used 10 seconds of what I said, and I'm just you see, this is where sometimes
it's best to just stay quiet.
No, this is where sometimes I don't want to sound like Nigerians don't understand racism and things like that. Nigerians that are living in Nigeria, but here's sometimes where maybe you don't see what people that have been in this country for a long time see. Some of these people, some of these Oyimbos, they will use you. If BBC came to us and said, "Oh, we want to do a piece on that?" Hell no.
Have you guys seen that TikTok? Have you guys seen that TikTok? There's that girl, and she was like, "Listen, yeah, I'm not poor. I live at home with my family. These lot just asked me. I was on my way to the market to go and buy one, maybe Scotch bonnet." That's and ITV said, "Can we record you buying food?" And they asked her to comment on cost of living. If you guys saw the edit.
No.
Wait, so she just wait.
Please, we need to find that video. I've got tears in my eyes.
Oh my god.
Wait, what you're saying? So what you're saying is she went to the market just to buy some stuff.
She just went to go and buy some stuff from
but then not to her knowledge, ITV were there filming.
Yeah.
No,
they asked
her, can we record you?
No, but I'm saying was did she know that before she went to the market?
No,
that's what I'm saying. So ITV were in the area. Yeah. And then they now videoed her maybe picking up peppers or tomatoes. And then the caption was people are struggling.
No, but they asked her as well to just comment on cost of living. You know how we
cost of living is hard.
We're struggling.
I'm a student, it's not easy to do. It's student having to buy Scotch bonnet at her local market, is concerned about her future. And she's like, guys, I live at home. It was, guys, I'll try and find it. Honestly. There was another one with a black boy as well, and they were they had me out here looking poor.
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes they don't really understand the extent. Maybe because the white people are not telling you calling you the N word and things like that.
Yeah.
You don't understand the subliminal racism.
Yeah.
They will use you until they cannot use you anymore.
Especially with this government.
Yeah.
We've got people I don't remember what that name the name of
Priti
that lady?
Patel.
No, not her. The one that took her place.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that one.
Talking about, I dream of a plane going to Rwanda. Have you guys?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I dream of a plane going to Rwanda with immigrants.
How are you as a minority saying that?
I was like, literally, how are you as an immigrant dreaming of immigrants going back to their country? Like, make it actually make sense. Like, it doesn't. And you want to say now in this government that somebody has asked you to comment on coming to the UK as a student, and you now sit there and say, yes. Me,
yes,
Nigerians are. 6 months.
I'm just like,
9 months.
No, like, why can't you, like, honestly, off your mic, like, some people shouldn't be given a platform to talk. Like, just because you want to say that, oh yeah, I was on BBC, but these institutions, they're not for us. They're not for us. They're not built for us. That's why I'm saying that maybe obviously. Not that they don't know what racism is and things like that, but I'm saying like
they just
sometimes you're not used to.
When you're in a country that you don't know these sort of things, and you're not gonna know it.
Yeah, and I know we've mentioned before, like sometimes like when you were in school and then things were racist, but you don't really notice until you're like, hold on, like when you have that's so Raven, like hold on a minute, like, that was actually a little bit racist, but like. We've learned that there's some environments that we're just not going to put ourselves in because we already know what the outcome will be. They'll use what you have, then they'll twist it. Like, do you know how many times that like they'll take people's tweets and things like that and like use it as an agenda, like to create an agenda and run with it. So it's kind of like there's a little bit of disconnect there. So that's how I feel like maybe sometimes that's what it kind of made me like look at the two things like. Some people actually need to be dragged in. Like, and the thing is, he came on. Last night he was like, "I'm not apologizing for what I said." By this morning, there was an apology video. Someone said, "Please don't apologize in the UK. Come back to Nigeria and tell us
tell us you're sorry.
Tell us you're sorry." That's the real apology. So it's kind of like I was kind of weighing the two. Like, like sometimes. It is not that it is good to cancel people, but sometimes it is needed, and you do need to be dragged because some people shouldn't be given a platform to continue. And
but the dragging, let it be on topic. Let the dragging be on. Not that you're dragging someone, not because someone else now says something about Nigeria, but now you're dragging them about the shit that they're wearing. About like they don't need that. Let's drag them for what they need to be dragged for.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
Because we like to go off topic, but that's the thing about us
Nigerians.
Like we will find whatever thing we can use to abuse you.
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
And we'll use it.
They were abusing him, and I was just like,
damn.
No.
I was like, damn. Like, is this too much? Like, is it? But then I was like. I think a lot of the dragging came from like hurt,
of course,
Nigerians because it's kind of like because I think they'd announced that thing and then I think his news thing came out like how many minutes and it's just like see this not that you were a direct result of that but anything you fed them is just
adding to their
case study of this thing
of course
because I think there was a study that like was it like 1 million students came in and maybe like half of them were like their dependents. Like 1 million immigrants came, but it's like half of them were dependents and things like that. So obviously the thing is, I do know that this place is small and like obviously we are struggling. Like there's no egg. There's no egg.
Get out of it,
there's no egg. The Ghanaians they're crying. There's no egg. Man. But I'm just saying like, yeah, we are like.
Do you know what's actually really funny?
Yeah.
So obviously I work in private equity and we had like our quarterly review recently. And one of the reasons for why a company was like one of the processes wasn't going as smoothly as it could have is because of Brexit. Because a lot of people have gone back to their countries now. It's like they have, similar to what we had with the whole petrol crisis, where it's like we didn't have enough lorry drivers to actually drive the petrol. It's not that we didn't have the petrol. It's just like there was nobody to drive the petrol to places. So it's like, okay, there might be no egg. Obviously, that has nothing to do with immigrants and stuff. But it's like, actually, like
the jobs
things the jobs that those like people do, like let's be honest, like I don't know about you guys as parents, but like my parents, like the jobs that they did when they first came into the country, like do you know what I mean? It's like jobs that people need and it's just crazy because actually I was listening to the news recently and it was saying something about like Brexit has actually done more harm way more harm than good. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like people be talking about, they're stealing our jobs, and
they've gone now.
They're gone, and it's like, now we don't have people to do these jobs that they were doing before.
Yeah. So like the thing is, I do understand like there is like a bit of concern around
there's limited resources.
people coming in and like resources and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's not like these people are coming in and they're just like sitting down at home, like they're not doing anything.
benefits.
People are actually, they're paying. Do you know how much money international uni fees are? Like some of them like for masters, like 15 grand, 16 grand just for 1 year. And then not on top of that, they still have to find a place to live, food. If they have dependents, rely on them as well. Like, and people just want a better life. And it's kind of like that guy just came on and just opening everybody's yansh and
talking for everyone's
talking for everybody as if that's everybody's
experience.
Like, who's to say that people don't want that degree and things like that? Like, one of a woman's points was that people have in Nigeria, they're sacrificed, like they are saving all their hard-earned money to save up, just to come and just have a better life. Like nobody wants to live their life suffering. So if they can find an avenue and gonna, like, we're Nigerians and we've got friends that live in Nigeria, we've got family that live in Nigeria. Like we know, like it is tough there.
If we even think about the way that this country and countries like it have exploited Nigeria, or like the whole, like there've been many like shell like oil leakages and things like that.
Yeah.
If you think about like
the way that you damaged them,
bro, you're lucky that it's even just let me come to your country and pay
study,
to
and
pay for the education and pay for the food and pay for the flight.
Exactly.
You're lucky that's all that they're asking for.
Yeah,
exactly.
Literally.
So that's why I'm kind of like, you know what? Just let them come. Like then, like I said, it's not that they're here sitting down doing nothing. They're literally contributing to the economy. So many people, like so many like healthcare workers in Nigeria have come here and started cleaning bums of old people.
Yeah, legit. No, legit.
Being a carer.
Yeah,
Do you think people studied, not obviously people need to do that job, but some people don't want to be a carer. Like their skill set is so much more than just being a carer. But they're doing that just so that they can live a better life and things like that. That's what you call sacrifice. That's what you call doing things for your family, your dependents. And here you are, a big man, coming like, oh, no, that's what man. See, that's why some people need to be cancelled and some people need to be dragged.
Don't kill
but
me.
we don't, no death threats, but some people just need to be dragged.
Oh gosh, I'm so done.
Little slap on the wrist and then come back in about 3 to 5 working years.
I'm crying.
But yeah, that's what I just wanted to talk about. It's just,
It's for real.
It's Isabel. But yeah, that's all we have time for, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I haven't done an outro in ages.
I know, it feels weird.
Feels weird ending the show on this. Not the show. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm rusty. God damn.
Wow.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. Where to find us? We're on TikTok. We're on Snapchat.
Yep.
We're on Facebook.
We're not on Snapchat. We're not on Facebook.
Sorry guys, we're just on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and you can Instagram, and you can follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well to listen to all our episodes, and you can watch us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe.
Please,
I think we're almost at 500.
Yeah, man.
We're almost at 500 subscribers. If you know where we came from,
yeah, man,
then you know that you need to hit that subscribe
Literally,
button.
the growth has been mad over
the
the
growth
last
has
couple
been
of
mad.
weeks.
Thank you to everybody.
Yeah, man.
Thank you to everybody.
For real.
Every viewer, every listener, every watcher.
This is why she doesn't do the outro.
This is why I don't do the outro.
Legit.
Every listener, every watcher. We love you. We do. But like,
you're right, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Someone grab the microphone.
Honestly.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next episode.
Bye.